everyone! Oh my god, it's actually happening. We're finally seeing Horizon Forbidden West gameplay. I am so excited, in case you can't tell by the fact that it's 9:45 in the evening and I'm here talking to you about Horizon Forbidden West. How are you all doing? So this is a looping bit of footage they have, just kind of showing what looks like aerial shots of the world of the Forbidden West, which I believe is like San Francisco. They're going to the other coast. Hey everyone! And there's a really cool bit in it. I've been keeping an eye out for like new robots and stuff. There's a storm bird in this scene in particular, which sometimes flies around. But there's an ocean scene that shows us a brand new robot, and it's the Loch Ness Monster. I'm not joking. It looks like a giant sea serpent, which is really exciting if you're a dork like me, and I think most of you are probably dorks because you like this, but it looks like kind of a sea serpent robot that we haven't seen yet. We've seen Snapmaws, we've seen a turtle, large one, we've seen a thunder tusk. Oh my god, I'm going to be blanking on the name. But yes, we've seen loads of robots, but this is a brand new one that we've just got a glimpse of, and I'm really hoping that the footage cycles back towards that scene, because they've been doing a day and night cycle, so I can show you what I mean when I talk about it. Hey, I think that's Aoife in the chat. Hey Aoife, hey everyone. Yes, I'm very excited for this. This is our first real glimpse at Horizon Forbidden West gameplay. We've had a trailer, of course, but it was a cinematic trailer, so we didn't really get any kind of feeling of what the game's going to be like. But one thing I can point out, oh DCC, thank you for the super chat, my hero, thank you for the chibi, is that if you look to the, hang on, wait while I get fingers in check, down there's an eye. So if you play the first game, you'll know that like the eye in the middle means it indicates how stealthy you're being, so the different like brackets coming out of it is basically indicating how much sound you're making. So they brought that back for Forbidden West, which is, it was a pretty simple mechanic, so that doesn't surprise me. Yeah, I know, Angel, who would have guessed that? That's it, Tremor Tusk, thank you Jack, that's what it's called. The Tremor Tusk is the robot I was mentioning earlier. But they also have coordinates at the bottom, which I think is referencing where these locations are in the game. So what's really cool to see, and what I'm really happy about, yes, I've been staring at this for an hour, is that there's a huge variety in locations. I've seen a fishing village, there's a snow-covered kind of outcrop, there's this, which looks like, I think this is maybe canyons. There's a shot of the corrupted zone, which was mentioned in the gameplay trailer. What else is there? There's a bandit kind of outpost, and there's a lot of jungle as well. There's multiple places. This is the snowy outcrop I was talking about, this way. There are multiple places that kind of look like jungle, which is really exciting because obviously Horizon Zero Dawn had a great variety of environments, but it did kind of fit into like either desert, forest, or snow. There wasn't really any kind of like different apart from that, but in Horizon Forbidden West we're already being shown that we're going to get some different environments. This is great. It does look pretty already, Aoife. It does look pretty already. So yeah, I'm just really excited. I think I've seen some blue gleam in these shots. Now blue gleam, I don't know if you remember, but it was not collectible, it was a resource you could collect in the frozen wilds. So if that's making a comeback, you could use it to just craft stuff, so that's cool, and I am surprised that I remember what it's called, to be honest, but yeah. Yes, Emma Benton saying, I can't wait to do the swimming exploration. So I'm really hoping that in this stream we'll see some underwater gameplay, because in the gameplay, not gameplay trailer, in the cinematic trailer we saw, Aloy was diving underwater, she had like a rebreather on, there are Snapmaws behind her that I hope she had hacked into to make her friends, otherwise that water's going to turn red real quick. But yeah, I really hope they show some of the underwater sections, because that is like the big change from Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn, you could swim, you could go under the water, like as in just to be stealthy, but you couldn't actually see underwater. So to have underwater sections in Forbidden West is a massive deal, because not only is it cool, but it also means that we can explore ruins underwater. So if you remember in the cinematic trailer, you see a brief glimpse of, I think it was maybe a train station or something, very scenic wherever it was, but it was underwater. So I think we're going to be exploring underwater ruined locations in Forbidden West, which I'm very excited about. Yes, thank you. Eva's noticed, I'm reporting from the middle of a forest at the moment. It's amazing what you can do with technology these days, isn't it? And there's no wind, which is super good for my hair. But yeah, so as you'll see, day-night cycle happening, which returns from the first game, that was in it too. This, in the day, looks like a kind of ruined outpost. Kind of like, it doesn't look like it's built by the Karja. And the Karja in Horizon Zero Dawn were like the kind of more industrially advanced tribe, but they used slaves, which was why they could build like so many giant structures. So this doesn't look like, because the Karja is the most advanced tribe, I thought maybe this settlement was theirs, but they don't really work with stone and with crenellations. There's a word for you, crenellations at the top of that tower there. So I'll be interested to see who this is. Maybe the Ossaram? We haven't really gone to an Ossaram homeworld? No, home city yet. We haven't done that. But yeah, doesn't it look beautiful already? It looks so good. I love, although I question why they decided to do 5 hours of this footage before the stream starts. They just really like how the game looks, I assume. But it is really cool to see the day and night cycle go through all these different locations, because I feel like they're really flexing on how good the lighting is, especially. Because of course Horizon Forbidden West will be coming to the PS5, so I bet you this will be a flagship game to show what the PS5 can really do, which is super exciting. But yeah. Murder Bay. I don't know whether he'll be in this one. You don't mean... There was a Karja in the first game whose name I momentarily have forgotten, who like basically did killing competitions with you, but if you did the thing I did, spoilers for Horizon Zero Dawn, you might have killed him at the end, so I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, so what else are you hoping for? I'm not entirely sure if this is going to be just Horizon Forbidden West gameplay, which is 14 minutes, we do know that, or whether it's going to be a mix of, like the Dying Light 2 stream we had earlier, which you can watch on the channel, but after the stream, please. Whether it's going to have developer interviews, maybe like a trailer, maybe a release date. PlayStation's been pretty tight-lipped about what this is going to include, so your guess is as good as mine, but I would guess it runs for about half an hour. If PlayStation did a stream that lasted 15 minutes, that would be the ultimate, like, big dick energy. Because it's like, we know we can get you to stick along for 15 minutes because we got you all whipped because you like it that much. And, I mean, they're not wrong. Oh, Kieran Marshall, thank you for the super chat. It says romance options so we can make Bayloy Gayloy. I find it really interesting to look at how people read Aloy in Horizon Zero Dawn, because I personally read her as a lesbian. I thought she was gay, but other people read her as ace or just straight or maybe bi. Like, it all depends on how you play her, which is really interesting. So, and in the comics she has she's got a very close relationship with a female Karja hunter whose name escapes me at the moment, but it'll be cool to see whether they try and clarify that in Forbidden West, whether they just leave it up to you to decide, you know, what Aloy is to you and how you want to interpret her in that way. Monica says, any chance we'll get an analysis of this loop? You mean like, what is that? Do you see that? Like at the bottom? Like, hang on, I'm going to get my mouse out here. There's like a pulsing light or something. Part of me wonders if that's a new thing. Maybe a tool neck, but it didn't look big enough to be a tool neck. But yeah, so I think one of the key things to take away from this, like, shot that they're showing all the time, the kind of style they're doing this, is, does this mean someone is watching Aloy? Because, and if you haven't finished Horizon Zero Dawn, you should probably put this on mute for like 20 seconds, because I'm going to talk about... Here we go, the rain trace. Okay, that camera thing hasn't come up before, that's only just appeared, which is interesting. But anyway, the ending of Horizon Zero Dawn, mute this if you don't want to hear it, is that Hades... Aloy thinks she defeats Hades, but he actually it actually escapes from the Kopesh that is tracked in, the giant robot, and it like goes into a lantern that Silence is holding, and he's about to go into a Horus, which is the massive metal devils, to kind of find what's inside. And Silence says, like, let's find your masters, or words to that effect, to find the people who, or the thing that sent the signal to wake up Hades. So, does that mean that someone is keeping track of Aloy because they know she's a clone of Elizabeth Sobek? Is that what this camera is indicating? Or is this camera just going to show us the nice locations because nice locations? Like, how's that going to work? But I think this is the bandit camp I was talking about earlier. I think it's a bandit camp anyway because everything's really pointy. But to be fair, a lot of these structures, the kind of like toothy ones, I don't know how you describe them, you can see them in all of the environments that they're showing off at the moment, so it might just be like the regional style of building. But yeah, I'll be very interested to see if, I would assume Silence would be in this. I would also assume that Hades would be in it in some way as well. But yeah, I can't, because the main like theme of Horizon Forbidden West is the corruption, which you're going to try and stop as Aloy, I'm pretty sure. It doesn't really see how that links to Hades, although it is red like Hades is, so I'll just be interested to see how they kind of tie those things together. But yeah. Yeah, Gillen makes a good point. Maybe these are some kind of UAV drone feeds. That's why I'm kind of thinking, like, is this a robot that is, like, watching the landscape, like, as a kind of indication that someone's got their eyes on Aloy? Or is it just a cool thing to show off the scenery, which I don't really have anything wrong with in the slightest. But yeah, I'm very, like... in case you can't tell, I'm very excited about this, and I put a lot of thought into what all these like scenes might mean. But yeah, so what are you hoping for in the like stream? Are you hoping for gameplay? Hoping for trailers? I'm just personally really interested to see what the gameplay is going to be and what new things they're going to be showing off, because I think Horizon... Oh look, there's a tall neck in the background. Look, I'll show you. Tall neck right here. I think it's going to be really cool to see what they've kind of improved from the first game, because Horizon Zero Dawn was a great game. I really, really loved it. But you could tell that obviously because it's the first installment in a series, there were some things that they perhaps could have improved upon. So I'm really interested to see how much they'll change and how much they'll kind of just improve upon from the first game. But yeah. Oh man, drone about to crash into a tree. It definitely is. And yeah, so we've got about 3 minutes. I've got 4 minutes 17 left to go until the stream starts. I really can't wait. I'm very excited. This bit here, you can see at the bottom here, you'll see my mouse come along. I think this is the corruption, and this is okay, all of this is the corruption that somehow has like affected the environment that Aloy finds herself in. So I don't know where that comes from. Might be something to do with the corrupted AI that you found in Horizon Zero Dawn. Maybe another one's gone rogue. Demeter, maybe. Because Hades, obviously, it like kind of kicked off the events of Horizon Zero Dawn because it went rogue. So perhaps another one has gone rogue as well. But yeah, maybe it is a Glint Hawk point of view. And they're just flying very calmly around. Yeah, so Gav, these numbers, I'm pretty sure they're coordinates for each of the locations that the camera's currently showing. But yeah, so I think the 0 with the line through it, is that Theta? But I have no idea what the other one is, but I think these are just locations. See, look, there's the corruption on that tree right at the end. Locations to show you where each, like, you know, vista they're showing you is. DCC, thank you for the super chat that says, do you think God of War will still ship this year? I don't know. I think if they said 2021, they'll get it done for 2021, but I wonder how far the gap between Horizon Forbidden West and God of War Ragnarok will actually be, because you'd want to give them some breathing space either side of each other, to be honest. So Kirsten, the eye occasionally closes at the bottom, because the eye indicates how much noise you're making. So when it's closed, it means you're hidden. You're like, no one can see you because you're like in bushes or whatever. When it's open, it means people can see you, and the different brackets like around it show how much noise you're making. So when Aloy is sprinting, it'll be like 3, but at the moment it's like 1, which shows you're making a little bit of noise. But yeah, I can't tell if this is like a settlement or a bandit camp, but I love the water tower in the background. That's really cool. I personally hope there's some more like old world ruins to explore, because I thought that was such a cool bit of the first game. And in the background, you'll see here, that's a Horus, that's a metal devil, which is the robot that Silence implied he was going to try to awake at the end of Horizon Zero Dawn. So what I have a theory about is at the end of Horizon Forbidden West, I think there might be a boss fight on a metal devil, like Aloy climbing up the legs and like swinging to the top and like fighting robots that it's spouting out, the corruptors. I think that might happen, because that would be a great set piece to end it on, and it would kind of make sense for Aloy's journey that in the first game she was getting to grips with what it meant to be a clone of Elizabeth Sobek, and then in the second game she's like, okay, right, I know about Pharaoh and stuff now, and then fighting a metal devil at the end just seems like a really fitting kind of end point. I wonder if this is going to be a trilogy though, so maybe let's save that for the very, very end. But yeah. Oh man, I have a lot of thoughts about Horizon Forbidden West, just in case you couldn't tell. There's plenty of videos about it on the channel that I've made, which you'll feel free to watch after this. But yeah, I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen, because we've got a minute left! A whole minute! Okay, I'm going to take a deep breath. Just as a warning, I'm getting hiccups because I'm so excited. I am going to be talking through the gameplay, not all the time, but when I see something that is worth mentioning, I'm going to say something. So just a heads up, that's going to happen. But the music is definitely getting more intense. There we go. Look at them flipping through the different shots. Oh my god, 30 seconds. I can't believe this. I'm so excited to see Aloy. I cannot wait. My wife. My wife. Okay. This is the shot where I saw the Loch Ness Monster, and by that I mean the sea serpent robot that now is obviously not going to appear and you're going to think I'm making it up, but I promise you, it was definitely there. It was definitely there, and now I need to clip it and put it online. Okay, 10 seconds everyone. Take a deep breath with me. We're going to try and not scream too much. We're just going to... Camera 3. Signals? Remember I mentioned signals before, and Hades being like was made to go rogue by a signal that kind of got sent to the AI, or it could just be a cool way to frame the stream. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Oh, I love this gameplay. This is great. This is the eyes wide closed DLC. Okay. Classic.
Hi everyone, my name is Matthijs de Jonge. I'm the game director on Horizon Forbidden West. Last year we revealed our ambitious new project.
You did.
Since then the team has continued to make great progress on the development of the game.
Love this blue lighting.
We are very excited and honored to give you an update in this state of play. And in the countdown video leading up to this moment, you have already seen glimpses of the Forbidden West.
We have.
But now
we have
something
indeed.
Truly special for you. Almost 14 minutes of gameplay captured on PlayStation 5.
PlayStation 5, excellent.
Gameplay
okay.
captured on PlayStation 5. And you don't have to wait any longer. Let's get right to it.
Right, okay. Okay, I'm excited. I'm invested. Caption on PS5. Oh, that's Oseram because of the armor. Is Eren going to be in this? He was Aloy's bud from... Oh!
Easy, easy. It's okay.
New outfit. Jungle outfit. Looks like bamboo leaves and stuff around her. Oh. Something messed him up.
Where's Eren?
Eren! He's in it!
Ruins are crawling with raiders. They hit our camp hard. We ran and they chased us down. Eren was away from camp. Scouting. I bet he's still out there.
I think this is a cutscene from the
Raiders
game.
got machines on their side. Claw striders. You should go after Eren. If they find him before you do, who knows what they'll do to him.
I think this is a cutscene, which means they've advanced
No,
the
you're injured. I have
ways
to.
they did
Don't worry about
cutscenes
me.
from Horizon Zero
I'm on my own
Dawn,
way out. Get going.
which is good because that is one of the things they could improve. In Horizon Zero Dawn, the cutscenes were very stilted and kind of like, what's the word? Not like stale. They kind of just like had the same camera angles. But if this is a cutscene that's about to lead into gameplay, they've done way more with the kind of acting that they can do in the facial recognition, which is great. Oh, look at her.
In these ruins.
Carves out.
I hope Eren is okay.
Oh, I love this. Proper jungle overgrown ruins. This is great. I think the West is Forbidden West is a lot more kind of tropical than what we're used to in Zero Dawn. Oh, it looks amazing! Those look like... Oh shit, that's a pterodactyl! That's from the cover art. Don't know what they're called yet. Oh wow, you can see the beaches have completely absorbed all the buildings. That's really cool, I love that.
Uh-oh.
Still got the big old rushes to hide in. Those are actual velociraptors. What? Oh my god, they've got feathers and everything! Oh, I really hope you can tame and ride them. I really want to ride them. Oh my god, let me ride them. Okay, I think that's a raider though. Bad boy. Look at the velociraptors, they've even got the claws and everything!
Riding machines?
Yeah.
This is not good.
I think Silence is on the side of the Raiders and he's giving them the tech to override machines because of course Aloy can do that. But this looks incredible already.
There might be more.
Animations look quite similar with her getting the bow off her back. Girl, get down.
Another one.
Okay, no, don't. They're gonna come at you with their feet. Ooh, okay. Right. That's kind of like what the long legs do. What is that? She has pocket sand? That looked like a kind of like a floor slam thing. I wonder if that's a gadget she's got or whether that's like just slamming the ground with mighty force because Aloy is ripped. Interesting.
Maybe I can lose him in here.
More like focused on avoiding certain enemies than oh cool, than fighting all of them. She had to use her focus there to kind of detect these handholds, which makes it feel a lot more kind of organic than in Horizon Zero Dawn when you just had like, yes! Underwater! When you just had yellow markings on stuff to climb up. Oh, come on, do a dive, Aloy. Show us what you can do. Yeah, come. You're not allowed to swim. Oh my god! Look at that! Oh, fuck, that looks amazing! No breath meter. I can't see any breath meter on the screen right now. Does that mean she's got a rebreather? Or is that just they've taken away? Ugh, not a big fan of the Snapmaws. You can hide in the weeds though, interesting.
Don't mind me.
I wonder if that's because she's got a rebreather on or whether they've just taken that UI away for this stream. Handholds.
Current's strong here.
Oh, so the current's going to be a thing underwater as well. That's really cool. I did not expect them to do that with underwater. Because we can assume the current's going to push her in different directions and you have to kind of like navigate the environment that way. This looks really good so far. The water looks fantastic as well. Not just under it, but like on top of it. It looks brilliant. What was that sound? Ooh, big plane. Do a Lara Croft. Again, better cutscenes. Errand!
Okay? I'm not just the ones you slaughtered. But when they come looking for me, there's gonna be trouble.
Animations are a lot better. Faces are a lot better than in the first one. That's a tremor tusk. There we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, you dick! We're gonna fuck him up for you, Errand.
Right, my hammer. Enough. Get moving.
Look how good it looks on PS5 though. You can see the water droplets on his face and everything. Also love that for the Raiders they've made them really colourful and like green rather than the usual red and black, which is overdone bullshit. They've actually made them look like distinct tribes, which is awesome. And I want to ride a Velociraptor, god damn it! Still got her focus. I wonder if heat and cold are going to be a thing.
And deal with that tremor tusk.
Yeah, maybe she's dressed in like a lighter kind of bamboo-ish outfit or like jungle outfit because it keeps her cooler.
A tremor tusk and a loudmouth oseram.
They're dicks. Absolute dicks. I'm going to be adjusting the volume so you'll see that come up every now and again.
Then we'll head for the old bridge and meet up with the others.
Will do.
Mess 'em up.
This must be
Aloy.
Aaron's camp. Raiders made short work of it.
Okay, let's see if the combat's any different for people then. Her spear's different. Look at that spear on her back. She's still got the override core to it, but it's definitely different. Yes, girl. Stealth. Animations are a bit longer though, which will make it a little bit more stressful. Yes. Same animations. Oh, great! And they're highlighting armor you can break off of Raiders as well, which was only for robots in the first game. Sorry, are you my husband? Put me down! Dick! Okay, and the enemies have new weapons as well. Is that a fire? It's like a jet-powered hammer?
Think you can hurt me?
Oh my god, what?
Yeah.
Yes, girl. She's got like sonic attacks. Oh, that's sick. I love that they've made
All right.
bow and arrow more advanced. It's not just shooting anymore. There's like weak points you can target with that last thing she did. That looked like a sonic shot or
Raiders said
something.
they were heading for the old bridge.
And look
Maybe I
how
can cut them
beautiful
off.
this is. That's incredible. I love that they've made the combat. Aloy feels like a bit more violent
Find a way.
than in the first game. Like, in the first game, she didn't have those kind of moves. Obviously, it was the first game, so probably didn't include it for that reason. But it's really cool to see her actually, like, put... I don't know what she put on her spear. Looked like a kind of a sonic blast emitter or something. Something that she could smack things with. Once again, using the focus to show handholds, which is so good for immersion because it means that you're not faced with these really obvious handholds. So if you didn't want to... Oh, that's the Golden Gate Bridge, right? I know things. So if you didn't want to,
Get there fast.
you could potentially just like look around and see. What? A glider? Looked like the shields that the shell
Gotta be careful.
crab robots used to have. Yeah, it does look like she's modified the lance even further, Annie. Completely agree. Oh, I bet it's a good boy if you just get to know it. I want it to be my friend. Yes! Amazing!
Do
Friend!
it.
Amazing. Sorry, Striders. My new best friend is the Velociraptor, or whatever the hell this is going to be called. This is the corrupted zone. You can see by those red tendrils. This is great. I think this makes so much more sense using a different animal or robot for like crossing through new environments. Uh-oh.
Aloy?
Shh. The faces are so much better. Look at them. Can you attack when you're on that? Like, can you use it as an attack mount? Yeah, I don't think she saw it, Erin, so thanks for pointing that out. That's a big what the fuck face.
Aaron, stay put. I'll handle this.
Okay. Oh, of course, because it will have raiders on it. Cannons? No, my Velociraptor friend! Oh god, that was a one-shot. Okay. I wonder if you take out the raiders on the top, does that mean that it won't do cannons? Ooh, lasers. Plasma? Is that plasma? I wonder if the tremor tusks of this game's Thunderjaw, they don't look big enough. I'm trying to get a glimpse of that weapon wheel. Still got the sling. The weapon wheel is popping up way too fast. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, and a charge. Destructible environments as well. Excellent.
Time to hit back.
Yes! You could do this with Thunderjaws as well. You could break off their guns and use them against them. Cool tactic. Yes. Okay. Let's have a look at this weapon wheel if they bring it up again. Don't like that. Cool, so grappling as well. Oh whoa, she can throw herself up this time! That's definitely an unlockable ability. Oh god. Aloy! I can't see quick enough, it goes up and down too quick! Oh man.
Time to finish this.
Yes. So it looks like that fight,
Aloy!
it was cool, but there wasn't anything super new about its attacks, I'd say. Nothing that is like unlike anything we've ever seen before with the robots. But I doubt they'd show off their biggest
owe you
robot in the
another
first gameplay.
Come on.
Oh, Aaron.
But this time, I have a present for you.
A present?
Oh. I found it, Aloy. Huh?
Is that for our
What'd you send
override?
me for? Right before the raiders got me.
You did good. Now, let's see where this thing will take us.
Oh. Is this the corruption? The red? Cutscenes are so much better. Borrow. That's a corruption whirlwind, I think. You saw them in the gameplay trailer. There we go. The red light.
Said a storm was coming.
Yeah. And it's almost here.
The red lightning was used to symbolize the signal that awoke Hades in the first game, which is why I think it's significant that it's in Forbidden West as well.
So there you have it. The first gameplay footage from Horizon Forbidden West running on PlayStation 5. We hope you are as excited about it as we are.
We are. We definitely are.
While we have you here, we would like to spotlight some of the new elements you have just seen in our
Love
gameplay
you
capture.
too.
And to help with that, please welcome Ben McCaw, Narrative Director
Excellent.
on Horizon Forbidden West.
Okay, let's see what if we missed
Thanks,
anything.
Matthijs, and hello to all our viewers. Horizon Forbidden West is set 1,000 years in Earth's future after a global catastrophe.
Bad stuff.
People live on in primitive tribes, but they're no longer the dominant species. Giant, animal-like machines
Yeah, we didn't
now
get to
roam
see
the
that
land,
one,
and
which
they
I
are
would have loved to
extremely
see.
dangerous.
But I guess they might be saving that for another
Machines
gameplay
aren't
reveal.
the only threat in the Forbidden West. A strange red blight is spreading across the land, and it won't be long before it strangles all life. Aloy, our hero, is the only one
The,
who can stop the blight.
Tendrils to
But
the
do that,
corruption
she and her companions will have
looks
to
like
comb through
the
ruins
legs
of the old
on
world
the
to find
robots,
technology they need.
which makes me think maybe
In this quest,
it's something
Aloy
to
has
do
sent her
with,
loyal
like,
friend
the robots
Eren
in the Pharaoh
into
Plague.
The remains of San Francisco to find a crucial piece of technology. Eren encounters raiders from a rebel faction
with
of the
amazing
Tenakth
Velociraptor
tribe.
friends.
They are vicious fighters, but even worse, they've acquired the power to override machines.
Silence, I
To
swear,
rescue
Silence
Eren,
is definitely
Aloy
helping them
winds up
out.
fighting them. But first, she must cross the ruins to reach their camp.
Yeah.
We face a lot of obstacles as we traverse the ruins of San Francisco. To overcome them, we've given Aloy some great new tools. Using the focus scanner,
There
we
we
can
go.
highlight spots that allow free climbing
Cool.
anywhere in the open world.
Like I said before, makes it a lot more immersive,
The
not
pull
having
caster speeds up climbing and
massive,
can get you
like,
quickly out of trouble.
and the throwing up in the air as well.
The shield wing allows you to safely
Shield
descend
wing.
from great heights or surprise enemies from above.
A lot more immersive without having like yellow
With the
handholds
diving
everywhere.
mask, you can stay submerged as long as you like.
As long as you
Take your time
like.
to plan a path around amphibious machines.
Amazing.
Or boost through strong underwater currents.
Great. So there's no
And to
breath
speed up
meter or
overland
anything.
travel, a variety of machines can be overridden and used as mounts or in combat.
Sweet.
Combat in
Sweet,
Horizon
sweet.
Forbidden West puts a strong emphasis on tactics and player choice. For close-range combat, the spear is an excellent option.
What's been added to it
There's a
though?
range of combos that have different uses and effects.
Mm-hmm.
Valor Surges add a unique set of special abilities, one of which can be used to knock back nearby enemies. The
Surges.
spear can be charged to create a high damage effect that can take down even
Awesome.
stronger enemies.
The spear fighting in the first
A
game
wide
was a
array
bit
of different
basic, so that's
weapons
really
is
cool.
quickly accessible via the weapon wheel. A slingshot with adhesive grenades to temporarily stall machines.
Cool,
Bows
that's
with
from the
arrows
first
that
game.
can strip armor and expose weak spots.
Tear blast arrows from the first
A
game.
powerful launcher that fires spikes that explode on impact.
That's new though, the
Smoke
javelin I
bombs that
think.
temporarily blind enemies.
There we go,
Or
okay,
you can
that was the
pick up
stun.
weapons shot off from machines. The full game has many more unique weapons, and each of them can be upgraded on a workbench. But more on that
Workbench
another time.
upgrading! Awesome! That's new.
The player will need to be smart and creative and use all of the combat options we have shown to deal with a large variety of deadly machines.
Yes. Show us Loch
Sunwings
Ness.
in the sky, claw striders and tremor tusks on land, snapmaws in the water,
Close
even the
riders?
seemingly harmless burrowers that you saw briefly swim by. They are all dangerous, and even more so when
Seemingly
overridden by
harmless
human rebels.
burrowers?
We've only scratched the surface.
I think
of the
that's the
rebel
sea
threat,
serpent
as
thing
Aloy will
that
fight them
I
in
saw at the
many
beginning.
forms throughout the game. And to defeat them, she must explore the open world to uncover the secret behind their power, and how that secret is related to her quest to stop the Blight.
The Blight, even.
This is just one of the mysteries she will unravel as her journey through the Forbidden West takes many twists and turns.
Amazing.
It's time to wrap it up. We will have more updates
So
closer to
short.
launch, and everyone here at Guerrilla can't wait for you to experience the full game. Thank you for watching.
Amazing. That was a good gameplay segment. They showed a lot in that I am actually surprised at. But yeah, PlayStation exclusive in case you couldn't tell. But that showed off a lot more gameplay than I thought it was, and I am so glad because it shows that they've really like considered how the first game went down, and they've added stuff to make Forbidden West more immersive. So I love the handhold thing with the focus. That's really cool because in the first game, I don't know if any of you found this, but I definitely found that when I was like running around, it just made it a bit too easy to see yellow handholds everywhere. So I'm really glad that you can now kind of make the decision to see them in the world or to not. I love the fact that they've brought in new creatures as well. That's awesome. To ride around and stuff. I think I'm really interested to see whether you can actually fight on them as well. That'll be really interesting too. I could imagine I can't remember what they called the velociraptors. Can someone remind me, please? But if you could fight using them as well, that would be cool. But that Tremor Tusk one-shotted that velociraptor that you were riding. But yeah, nothing about Gaia. That's right, Marco. Gaia wasn't mentioned. She kind of sacrificed herself at the end of before the events of Zero Dawn. So I'd be surprised if she appears. But I saw, I didn't meant to see this, but a lot of you in the chat did, that Erend actually has a focus now, which is sick. So it means that obviously Erend seems like he's a pretty big part of Aloy's journey too. So I wonder kind of like if we'll be meeting a core cast of characters. In Zero Dawn, it definitely felt like she kind of went to like tribes, befriended someone, and then you often really wouldn't hear of them for a while after that. Erend was the only one who stuck around. So it would be really cool if in Forbidden West she had like a group of like teammates essentially that she met up with, and they all went and did separate missions and things, and you spend more time with them. That would be great because I think Aloy isn't as much of a lone wolf as she used to be. She depends on Erend a bit more in this by the sounds of it, if she's sending him off to go get things for her. So that would be cool to see that as well, for sure. But yeah, didn't they hint you can rebuild Gaia? Oh, Phil, that might be a good idea. Yeah, maybe. I'm just really curious about how the corruption kind of links to the events of the first game, because Silence is up to some shit. Like, he has made it perfectly clear all he cares about is the pursuit of knowledge and wanting to know about the Ancient Ones, which is us, essentially. And he proved that he will do anything to get that knowledge. So I really feel like, number one, he's definitely, we saw this in the cinematic trailer that came out a while back, he's definitely behind the Raiders being able to ride the machines, and I think that's because he needs their help to get something, though I'm not entirely sure what. So I know we'd definitely be bumping into Silence at some point during this game. I'd be very surprised if we didn't get a new Pharaoh chariot line machine as well. Maybe the Horus will be brought back to life or something. But yeah, I'm really kind of curious about what's gonna happen in this, especially the underwater areas. The fact that there's no breath limit, that you can just spend as long as you like underwater, is such a smart choice, and I'm really glad they made it. It would have been really easy just to be like, you have a minute to be underwater, but I think the fact that they made it limitless means that we can properly explore. Like, they're going to be, you saw her swimming over them, there are buildings that we can explore underwater and get right into the nook and crannies into. And I'm very curious about those swimming robots you saw above her when Aloy was going underwater, because we didn't get to see them in a great lot of detail. Arcfear, will the old machines like the Thunderjaw be there, do you think? The Thunderjaw was such a big, like, tentpole machine in the first game. I'd be very surprised if they weren't in Forbidden West at all. But then again, as you can see in the cauldrons and in the AI that kind of like are trying to bring the world back to how it was, the machines that are created does depend on the environment that the cauldrons are in. So it might be that the cauldrons in Forbidden West don't really like have the need to create Thunderjaws, especially if they've already got something like Tremor Tusks, which can do a similar thing. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe there was one or two, like as a cameo or whatever. Like, but I don't think they're going to be one of the main creatures like anymore at all. But yeah, the little otter robots, Owen. Oh yeah, those were cute as well, of course. But yeah, I'm really interested to see what else is going to come in. I mean, that was it, the gameplay. They only showed that, so I wonder if they're going to do like some more gameplay segments in the next couple of months. Kind of like E3 season is upon us soon, so perhaps they'll be doing something more in line with that. There wasn't a release date, but I guess that's no surprise. PlayStation do tend to stick pretty strictly to what they say they're going to do, so that's not too much. Yes, yeah. I wonder... Silence is grey, Phil, but he definitely has, like... He is doing this in the pursuit of knowledge, so I think there are going to be other antagonists apart from him. In Zero Dawn, there was that blue-eyed bandit who was so forgettable, I don't even know his name anymore, and he was like another bad guy, but he just didn't have much character to him. He did just seem kind of like the bandit bad guy, so I really hope that in Forbidden West they kind of create like a secondary antagonist that actually has more character to them, because I would really love that to happen, just so, you know, you have someone else to hate. Aloy needs a robot dog companion. Well, you never know, so yeah, it might be, she might have like some kind of companion dog like that. I would love that, just a nice non-threatening dog that could be your pal. But yeah, Silence is definitely making a return. There's definitely no doubt that he's going to be in the next one. He was teased so heavily at the end of Zero Dawn, they couldn't not include him, so that's not too much of a surprise. But yeah, Ted Pharaoh is a piece of shit, Marie, but I would be interested to see whether he appears in Forbidden West, because he seemed to imply that he thinks humanity was better off without knowing all the knowledge of the Ancient Ones, but I think... The thing is, we've got to figure out who the masters are that awoke the Hades AI subroutine in the first game, and I would not be surprised if he had somehow wormed his way into the artificial intelligence to kind of create like a backdoor route to Hades, because he didn't want people to come advanced, so maybe he just has found a way to do that in the far, far, far future. Not entirely sure, but yeah, something like that. But yeah, that was on captured on PS5, all that stuff, which looked really good. I'm just so happy Pink Magpie's right. That it's so colourful now. Like, so colourful. It's rich. It looks like they've really kind of lent into the kind of luscious wildlife and vegetation of the West, which is great. Really interested to see that what Aloy's like like jungle kind of outfit she was wearing, because she was using leaves as a skirt, I think. What kind of benefits that incurs, because obviously all the outfits in Horizon Zero Dawn gave you benefits like better sneaking, defense from ranged attacks if you're wearing Oseram armor, the Banuk armor, I think, gave you ice resistance or like cold resistance. So I'd be interested to see what her armor that she was wearing there did, because it didn't look very armor-y, you know, it didn't have like plates or anything, so I don't know exactly what that is. Maybe like faster, makes you move faster or something like that. But yeah, so that was the Horizon Forbidden West reveal stream. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed it. Can we get a quick like spike for Aloy getting underwater gameplay, because I'm so excited about that being a thing. I can't even overstate it. But yeah, so if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to subscribe to Eurogamer on YouTube, which is the channel you're watching right now, because we're going to have so many more things coming out about Horizon Forbidden West. I'm going to be making a lot of videos about it in the future. So if you want to know more about it, then stick around here, because I will have theories galore. You can also obviously follow me on Twitch at Zoe_Dales, and you can follow Team Eurogamer on Instagram, all one word, where you'll get daily updates about our videos coming out and our streams, and some merch that we have as well. So make sure to follow that too. Apart from that, I think that all that's left to say is have a great evening, and I'm going to go to bed now. Bye, everyone.